Hey guys, how you doing? What I want to show you today is a video I've been thinking about, and I decided to do it because I rather share it with you. I know a lot of you guys do like the little custom I made, and I know I won't be able to do this for all of you, and some of you won't be able to buy it. So what I want to show you, actually, instead of that, I want to show you exactly what knife did I use and how I did it, in case some of you want to give it a try, you know, and do it yourself, or do some other version of this yourself, because I think it's very interesting shape, and you can literally go nuts with it if you like this kind of shape. So let's get on with it. I mean, I hope some of you guys will give it a try, and I'll see some of the Gavko custom siblings. So what do I use for it is this cheap Elgridge knife. It's actually, I think, $20 or $17 on Amazon. I'm gonna put the link, I don't know the name of it, I'm gonna put the link into the description. And the nice thing about this is that beside the cool shaped knife itself sucks, but it's cool shape to customize. You get the ferro rod in here that you can just break the sheet apart and do something like I did, and you have this diamond rod for sharpening. So this is the original blade. Check this out. This one is really horrible. I mean, you cannot hold this comfortably in any way. I mean, maybe this way, but it's like it's really bad knife as it is. I don't know if you can see the similarities. It's not really. It's quite a lot of difference of the original one and mine. But the ones I show you, exact cuts and grinding what I did, it makes it pretty straightforward and pretty easy. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the yellow ring from here, and I'll just show you with the marker. I'm gonna draw on the blade with the marker, showing you exactly how did I cut it, where did I make the cuts. I'll show you the tools I used, the basic tools, and some commentary about it. So first, you see, I take a cut-off wheel for a Dremel, something like this, or maybe if you have these bigger ones, this will last a little longer. And you make these cuts. You cut this off here, you cut this off here, I cut this off here, and I think that's it. Then you take if you have a table grinder, you can use a table grinder, or you can actually do it with this sanding disc and stuff like that, or if you have the bigger sanding disc for this. And what did I do? What did I did was I ground it off here nice and round. I ground it off this way around, make it nice and round. Now this part I actually did on my table grinder, but you can do it by hand with the sanding drums for the Dremel. And what I did on the I think it's 5 or 6 inch, I think it's a 6-inch wheel now on the grinder. So imagine this is the wheel, right? What I did on the 6-inch, the diameter, I grinded off this part this way from the top of the jimping. Kind of created this crevice here, and you know, that was the one here. That's pretty much the radius of that 6-inch wheel on my grinder. So grinded that off, and then I took it to the grinder, and now it comes the part where you have to be careful not to ruin the heat treat. So grind it for a second, water, grind it and water. I did that the reverse tanto here on the tip, you know, kind of like this. So you kind of start to see that shape, right? I also grinded off this the ricasso, the finger choil. I make it a little more round, ending almost at that ricasso here, or whatever it is called. So you can kind of see that shape, right? The reverse tanto, little thumb depression here, or whatever you call it, and then rounded this off here, 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 and here. And when I was doing the handle, because of this is so thin, I actually made the handle a little wider and I filled it up with epoxy. You can see it here, right? This is actually glow-in-the-dark epoxy. Just because originally I was planning to keep it this way, so it's like regular old style full tank, but when I was doing the handle, as I was doing it, I decided to keep that little more you know, scales there to make it a little thicker, because I thought it would be really too thin, like too low. So that's up to you. Also, one more trick. You see, I'm using this hole for a tank, as a tank hole on the back, and the front one, it's really hard to drill holes in hardened steel. So a little trick I learned as I'm messing up with the blades is you take the cut-off wheel of the Dremel, you cut off the notch wherever you want that hole to be. You cut off a notch, you know, from one side. You can try to measure it and do it from the other side too. So you go half deep in from one side, half deep in from the other side until they meet, and until you actually have the hole going through a little tiny hole. Then you take one of these diamond deburring bits for Dremel and you start making your way into that hole, and it will grind it off really nice. The diamond bits work well for it. So you will start, you know, making your way in from both sides until you actually end up with the hole of the exact dimensions for the pins you want to use. And you know, that's about it. And then you do the handles. I have the videos of how to do the handles too, so it's pretty straightforward. A lot of you guys know that already. And that's about it. I mean, that's me sharing my super awesome custom neck knife. I really love this thing. Also, you know, the grind is up to you if you want to keep the hollow grind. I'm not a big fan of the hollow grind. I mean, it's not bad for this. That's all you need for such a small. But if you want to take it one step more, I recommend doing that full high convex. It's gorgeous and it works just perfect, you know. It's awesome grind. Again, you have to be careful not to ruin the heat treat, or take your time and do it by hand on the sandpaper. That's always all up to you. I did it on the belt sander. And you know, high grit belt sander, like low grit rough sandpaper on the belt sander, and little by little with cooling in the water took it all the way to the high convex, from this hollow grind all the way to high convex. Nice project. It's not hard, it is tedious. You have to be careful not to ruin the heat treat when you're grinding close to the edge already. Up here you don't have to really care. That doesn't matter if you burn that metal or no. Just when you get close to the cutting edge. That's about it. Hope you like it, guys. I really hope to see some of these babies being born by your hands, and hope you enjoyed, guys. Hope it was helpful. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.